Wow, that's a sweet little shooter. Stick around. Hi there. Thanks for joining us again on Shooter the Series. My name is Thorell, Firearms Education and Training, and today we're going to be doing an evaluation of the Smith Wesson Model 60. And just like always, we like to demonstrate that it's clear and empty before we have a discussion, so we can have a nice, safe chat about this. Anyway, this is Smith Wesson Model 60. Smith & Wesson's been around for well over 100 years, 150 years. And this Model 60, this is an all stainless steel, double action, .357 caliber pistol. And for those of you that are noticing, it's a 5-shot. This is all mounted up on the Smith & Wesson J-frame like their old Chief Special, which is a proven design going back forever. The real nice thing about this being the J-frame is this is the smallest frame that Smith & Wesson makes. The J-frame is really nice because a lot of my clients, mostly female, if you've got smaller hands or you're petite, this is going to fit your hand a lot better than, say, a full-size 6-shooter. This is also really good because of the size for concealment. If you were going to have an everyday carry, this would be really hard to beat. Now, like I said, this is all stainless steel, heavy-duty construction. This type of gun I refer to as an heirloom because this is the sort of thing you could pass down to your kids, and 100 years from now, this gun is going to be shooting just as straight as it does today. The only thing that I've done differently is I've added grips made by Hogue. I'm a big fan of rubberized grips, especially with new shooters. The rubberized grips really soak up what little recoil there is. And the 38 is pretty easy to handle. One of the things I would like to caution is you're going to see a lot of different types of small 38s out there that are basically being marketed to women. You're going to see them with pink grips, with purple grips, but you're also going to see them with a much shorter barrel. One of the things that you really gain with a 3-inch barrel over a 2-inch barrel is a lot more accuracy and a lot less recoil. That extra inch of barrel is going to make all the difference in the world when it comes to how these things handle. So you're going to find that some of the guns that are marketed to women in little 38s are actually made out of an alloy like aluminum or scandium. Now, it's going to be a lot lighter weight than all of this stainless steel, but you pay a price with a lighter gun, and that translates into more recoil. You are really going to feel the difference firing a steel gun that's going to soak up that recoil using its mass over a 2-inch, what we call a snubby 38 made out of scandium or aluminum. All of that reduction in weight is going to add up to more felt recoil in your hand. And for a lot of people, that's really uncomfortable. Even myself, I don't really care for shooting the 2-inch lightweight snubbies. So there's a lot to be gained by going with a slightly heavier 5-shot revolver made completely out of steel than going with a lightweight scandium gun. Now, the Smith & Wesson, these are known as a double action, meaning that these will work in 2 different modes. Single action means that when the hammer is cocked, the trigger performs one function, dropping the hammer. But this also works in double action, meaning that when you pull the trigger in one smooth stroke to the back, not only does it cock it, but it also releases it. Now, you would use single action with a 3-pound trigger for taking very precise shots. It's pretty much a hair trigger. It doesn't take much. But that's not how you would carry it. For defensive work, you want to get good in using both modes, which means you need to learn how to also use it in double action so that you can take a long, deliberate shot. And revolvers do not come with a safety. So your safety is right here, which means you have to learn how to operate the gun in both modes. It's not that tough. It's just something you need to add to your training. The Smith & Wesson also comes with some really nice post and notch sights that are adjustable. And this particular one has gone through the Smith & Wesson Performance Shop, so it already comes tuned up before you even get it. Something like this, used, I picked this up for $600. Generally new is going to be somewhere between $7 or $8. But like I said, this is an heirloom gun. This is something you'll be able to pass down to your kids later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to load this up with 5 more rounds. I'm going to put my ears on. I'm going to set the pistol down. I'm going to reload it. I'm going to show you how it loads up. And then I'm going to fire it in both modes so that you can see exactly the difference between double action and single action. So the first 2 rounds, I'm going to pull the hammer back manually to show you how it works in single action. And then the remaining 3 rounds, I'm going to fire in double action. So for single action, I pull the hammer back, get a good grip, pull the trigger. Pull the hammer back, line up your sights, pull the trigger. That's single action. Double action is one nice smooth stroke of the trigger all the way to the back. And this is how you would carry it, and this is how you would actually keep it on your nightstand. And then to unload it, push that forward, tip it up, knock them out. There you go. It's kind of sad when it's empty. Anyway, this is Smith Wesson Model 60, 357 Magnum, all stainless steel, and it's worth checking out. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that little button down on the left-hand side and subscribe to us so you get an alert every time we put up a new video. Thanks for joining us on Shooter the Series. Y'all take care.